Hi, Mac. Um, Great idea that Taylor's had to get us all to say hi to you and have a memory or two. Um, Shame it's on a day where I've got a pimple on my lip. Um, what I decided to do was to use the initials of your name to spark memories for me, and I've written it down. So if you see me glancing over there, it's because I've got you. I'm being recording this on my phone, and I've written it on my laptop. So I wasn't quite sure how to do both off the laptop. So I'm going to be reminding myself what I've written down over there. So M for Mackenzie. So many memories over the 26 years. Oh, I'm already crying. Look, I've got my tissue. Typical mum. Um, yeah. Well, I clearly remember the day you were born. Wednesday, 22nd of December. It was lunchtime. And yeah, it was rainy. Had to be induced because you didn't want to come out. Loved those first months with you, just me and Dad and you. And Dad would go to work and it'd be you and me. And as you got a bit older, you were really good company. You chat away. Yeah, it was fun. Also for music. You've got a great voice, and used to love to hear you sing at school and in the choir. Good times on a Friday night with your sister. Probably one of the most memorable was you duetting to that one from High School Musical. Can't remember the name of the song now, but yeah, it was great. I love those Friday nights. All right, A's for athletic and academic as well. Remember a teacher at school like Max, the whole package, you know. Most kids are like either good at one thing or the other, but you could turn your hand to anything. And that was really cool. Never minded going to school to hear how you're getting on. I was looking forward to it actually. It was good hearing all those lovely things that teachers used to say about you. Also, though, A is for the day. You got an award. Remember your first award? And I stood up. Just spontaneously stood up and started clapping and whooping. Because you'd already got up there for something. And then you got the best in the school in your year. I just stood up and started clapping. Oh, so embarrassing to you over the years, eh? Anyway, C is for caring. You're a very caring person. A memory I have of you is coming home from school and you told me how you had to stand up for a boy on the bus. I don't remember the boy's name, but you stood up for him because he was being bullied. And even though that made you a target, you didn't care. You just stood up for him and told these others to sort of pack it in, you know, because that just wasn't right. I love that. You're very fair. And yeah, that was awesome. K is for keen to do anything and everything. You wanted to be in every team. You know, you always go to the practices, and if there was anything going on at school that wasn't, that was out of school time, you'd put all your time in. Really keen to do everything, and I really admire that about you. Your life it was really full, still is, I know, probably too full, hey, sometimes. But yeah, E is for energy, just the Energizer Bunny. You just go and go and go as long as you've got food. Didn't like being hungry, hey, don't like being hungry. Who does? But as long as you had food, you would just go and go and go. N is for nibbling, which is a weird one, I know, but one of the memories I have is you got quite stressed the year before we left Auckland, and you nibbled your school polo shirt. Do you remember that? And you nibbled the whole of the collar, and I had to go out and buy you all new uniforms just for those few months that we were still there, because you just chewed, and I think it was stress. So yeah, Mrs. Marshall was her name, something like that. She was a bit of a beast of a woman, wasn't she? But I think she was a good teacher. You didn't not go to school, but man, she pushed you, I think, like, because she recognised that you were really good at school. But I don't know if that did you any favours, really. You were, anyway, you still went. Z is for Z, sleeping. How you just, as a baby, you were bliss to look after. First babies, people were like, oh, it's so hard. You know, you never get any sleep, and oh, it's just a nightmare. And I used to think, what are they talking about? It's not so hard. Baby wakes up, you feed him, you change his nappy, he goes back to sleep. That's what you used to do pretty much most of the time. One night, I remember, which is nothing, is it? One night, your dad and I were there passing you back and forth between us because we didn't know how to settle you. And that was just one night. I was like, I don't know what to do. You have him. Oh, I can't help him. You have him. It was funny. But for most of the time, Z stands for Z's. Always good, like your sleep. I is for intelligence in all forms, emotional as well as academic. I remember how you can work with any age, and I think, you know, you still do. You still prove that, show that you can do that in the work you're doing now. But I remember going and watching, probably there for Lockie's football or something, but you were refereeing the little kids at Turnbull Thompson Park, but before that at Southlands Stadium. And if I was there, you'd kind of look at me and go, oh, God. But you'd never take it out on the kids. You had so much patience with them. And standing on the sidelines, maybe for Lockie's game, and you'd be there at Turnbull Thompson outside refereeing some of the school games. I think you used to get $5 a game or something. Did you get paid? And other parents would be like, every now and again you'd hear someone say, oh, that young referee, he's good with the kids, isn't he? And I'd say, oh, that's my boy. Very proud. Oh. Always like to let them know. Yep. E, coming to the end now. E is for early. I'm kidding. I don't think you've ever been early. I don't know how you get on now with all the driving around you do. Are you ever early? But you used to leave everything to the last minute. And I used to get stressed for you because I'm an early person, and so is your dad. And we used to get stressed that you were, you know, the last person to get in the car in the mornings, or but you'd get pissed off if you didn't get the front seat. You'd be working to the last minute to get assignments done and stuff, and I'd be getting stressed for you. And one morning you turned around to me and said, Mum, pressure creates diamonds. And it has. Sorry, Mac. But you are a diamond. And I don't mean to get upset because I'm very proud of you, but I miss you. And when you're not well, it's really hard. But I just want you to know how much we love you and how much I miss you. But I know you're happy where you are, and that's really important to me. And all I ever wanted for you is to be happy. It's the most important thing in life. That you have people around you who love you, and I know that you do, that you're a good person, and you are. And I'm really proud of you. I love you heaps. And I hope you enjoy all your messages from all the other people who love you too. Take care, darling.